Washington. Escalating a threat to withhold grants from state and local governments that block the police from telling federal authorities about undocumented immigrants in custody. The Trump administration sent letters Friday to 9 jurisdictions telling them they were obligated to prove compliance. The recipients, which included New York City, were identified in a May 2016 Justice Department Inspector General report as having local rules or regulations that interfere with the ability of police or sheriffs to communicate with federal immigration authorities about the status of prisoners in their custody. The letters followed remarks by Attorney General Jeff Sessions last month that signaled an intent to crack down on so-called sanctuary cities that do not work with the federal government in deporting undocumented immigrants who encounter the police. Recipients of the letters were warned that to receive certain fiscal year 2016 grants, they must certify by June 30 that they have complied with a 1996 federal law that bars local authorities from forcing officials to withhold information from federal immigration authorities about people's immigration status. Each of the letters was worded similarly and signed by Ellen R. Hansen, the acting director of the Office of Justice Programs, which administers the Byrne Law Enforcement Grant Program, the federal government's top source of justice funding for local jurisdictions. Until Jan. 20, Mr. Hansen was a top aide to Senator Richard Shelby, Republican of Alabama. Mr. Sessions had been the other Alabama senator until he took the helm at the Justice Department. Failure to comply with this condition could result in the withholding of grant funds, suspension or termination of the grant, ineligibility for future OJP grants or subgrants, or other action, as appropriate, Mr. Hansen wrote. Other jurisdictions sent the letters included the state of California, both Chicago and Cook County, where the city is located, the cities of New Orleans, Philadelphia and Las Vegas, and Miami-Dade and Milwaukee.